welcome to Through the Speakers podcast. I'm Taylor J. Williams with my co-host Phil Beale.
I'm Phil Beale, good to see you.
And we're joined today by John Riley out of the Glass Guys.
A round of applause, come on guys.
So, how are we?
Yeah, sound. You right?
Yeah, not too bad.
He's used to the applause.
Well, what can I say?
So, what have you been up to lately?
Well, we've been just doing loads of preparation for our tour we're doing. We're going on tour end of October. All the posters and stuff are on our Instagram, so we're basically trying to come up with a load of new production for... If you've seen us live, you'll know we use like set intros and interludes and stuff, so we're trying to make it all fresh, like just for the tour. So loads of just production stuff in our little studio, bedroom studio. So yeah, loads of stuff. It's good.
Your first tour as Glass Guys, yeah?
First tour ever, yeah, as anything.
As ever, right? Okay,
Anything, yeah. So
exciting times.
It's gonna be boss.
Yeah.
It's weird because we don't normally play that many gigs in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
So it's exciting though.
So how many nights have you got?
It's only 4. It's a little short tour. We're gonna do. I think we're gonna do a bigger one next year. But
Fantastic.
4 nights we're doing Warrington on the 27th, Leeds on the 28th, Blackburn on the 29th, and Liverpool at the Shipping Forecast on the 30th.
Fantastic.
Lovely. But we are going to get onto your tour and start speaking a little bit more about that. But let's talk about your first single as the Glass Guys, Lovesick.
Oh yeah.
Single launch in the Shipping Forecast.
Yeah.
How long was that
It
ago?
was in January, so January the 28th.
So what?
10 months ago. 9 months ago.
9 months ago, something like that.
Yeah.
I was that feeling as a not a new band, but a new name, new style, new look.
It was exciting, because we've done launch shows in the past, like under Skylights, our old name, and that was years ago though. So it was more exciting because it was the first proper like big headline show we'd done since COVID and since we changed our name as well, and it felt weird like being back doing it again. But as soon as you get on stage, because it was sold out as well, so like, as soon as you get on, you're just like, oh yeah, I do know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like we were all nervous before going on. I don't know why, because we've played like we've played loads of like headline shows and like big shows, big outdoor festivals and stuff. But it was because it was the first proper one for years. Yeah. So yeah, it was quite nerve-wracking. But I mean, it was a boss show, so
it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah. So how did COVID affect you guys? Did you get hunkered down and writing? Did you produce work? What did you do?
It was weird, because we thought our band was gonna like come to an end in like late 2019. So our old bassist like left the band, right? And we sort of decided that we were gonna like go on a break in January 2020, and then a month later,
interesting,
great timing to be fair. The whole world stopped for 18 months, so it didn't affect us at all because we were on a break anyway. It made no difference to us. We never had anything booked in. We weren't writing anything.
Were you recruiting though? Did you get your new bass player in?
Ewan. It was. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But during about 9 months into COVID, we sort of decided that like, we're bored now the same way everyone did. People started podcasts.
Absolutely. We
just started our band back up and just started writing songs and ended up with, I think we wrote 10 songs in like 2 months because we hadn't been together for ages. And then when we sort of got back together as the three of us, me, Sonny and Locke,
everybody's different.
Everything just came out all at once.
Everybody's different in that respect, but that's a lot of songs in 2 months.
Yeah,
that is a lot of new songs.
Yeah,
and they were all quality.
I mean, some of them were terrible.
Yeah, okay.
A couple.
That's the wrong question. There.
A few of them were good. Like, Lovesick was one of them. Lovesick was on the first song we wrote.
Yeah, fantastic.
We wrote a song called "Loving You" as well, which that was the last song we released as Skylights. That was in like August 2021. Yeah. And there was a load of them. So we actually booked in an album launch for January when the Lovesick launch was.
Wow, yeah.
If we never got signed to like Condo and changed our name, we were gonna have an album as Skylight, and it was like a 14-track album. that we were going to release in the January, because we had it all recorded and everything. But yeah, we never ended up doing it. I'm quite glad, to be fair.
Well, of course, yeah.
It wouldn't have.
The world's a different place now, isn't it? Absolutely, for you guys. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It would have been too soon to like drop an album, but we had one ready. Do you know what I mean? So
you talked about Ewan, yeah. So how did you find him?
So we were supporting a band called The Recreation. They were dead good, by the way. Go and check them out. They're amazing. They're from Oldham, and we were supporting Evan and Jacaranda, and that's Ewan worked on a bar in there, and he was working the gig that we did, and we played without a bass player, so we like played to backing track, so we just put the bass on a backing track, because we had a lad, and he was going to be our bass player, and then he pulled out of the gig like 3 days before, so we got rid of him because we were like, nah, you're obviously too unreliable, so and Ewan was just like, oh, you haven't got a bass player, do you need one? We were like, well, yeah, obviously we need a bass player. Like, you can't just be a band. It'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? So we ended up going for a drink with him after, like, he finished work and stuff after the gig, and I gave him, I think, 10 of our original songs to learn with like the chords and the tabs and stuff. And he came to rehearsals 2 weeks later and he knew every single one. So we were like, yeah,
that's commitment. That is real commitment. Mate. That is,
and
that's either someone with great drive and passion, or someone with nothing to do.
Nah,
with
or
no
a bit
life,
of both.
No life whatsoever. No, that's fair.
He's boss, to be fair. Like he looks right as well, and he's the same like type of like people that we are as well. So we're quite picky with.
Well, that's so important. The actual personal interconnection is as important as the musical, isn't it?
Definitely, yeah. Like we just got on with him straight away, so we were like, yeah, you can stay. So I think he's been in a band a year now, which is flew, because it still feels like. Sometimes it still feels like he's like brand new.
Yeah,
he feels like that as well. Like he'll say the same thing as me. But yeah, it's been a year. It's boss. Like it couldn't have happened any better than the way it did. So made up.
So who you write, and does Sonny write, the drummer, as well?
Yeah. So me and Sonny write pretty much all of our lyrics,
right,
and like all of the vocal melodies and the vocals and stuff.
Right.
And the vast majority of the music is Lachlan. Because he's the best musician I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's phenomenal.
He's unbelievable. Like we can be sat like in a rehearsal room, and I'll be like, oh, I want to write a song that sounds a little bit like this. We done it the other day with the new Youngblood tune, Tissues, and he was just like, he listened to it and he went, well, what if the guitar melody just like did this instead? And it ended up being a completely different song, but we wrote like a whole song in like 25 minutes.
That's amazing.
Just because he was like, oh yeah, I'll play this, you play this, you play this, you play this. Yeah. And that's how we write so many songs, because he's got songs coming out of his ears.
Well, that's also chemistry between you all, isn't it, as well? The chemistry's like, absolutely crucial, isn't it?
Yeah, like we trust each other like, if Lachlan goes, oh, I've got this guitar part, it'll work with that. I know it will without even hearing it. Because he's done it so many times. Like sometimes I'll come in with a full song on an acoustic, and he'll say like, oh, send me a voice note to that. And I'll voice note him the song, and then I'll put it into our band group chat. 3 hours later, he'll send me a Logic project with the whole song recorded. And I'm like, have you done that?
That's incredible.
He's mad, honestly.
So you are writing your own as well and bringing them into the band.
Yeah, they're all different.
That's exciting too, is it? When you've got your own little thing and taking it into 3 other lads to see what they're going to... And then it's sort of, when it takes flight, it's such an exciting moment.
That's what happened with Lovesick, really. Like, when we all had our own... like stuff we've been working on, he had that entire song, Lachlan, and he was just like, this just needs a vocal, what do you think? I was like, oh my god, like, that's why when we went to shoot the music video for it, they were like, oh, can you just like play the song through a couple of times? We didn't even know how to play it.
Oh wow,
we'd never played it before.
That's crazy, isn't it?
We'd never even rehearsed it. Honestly, like when it came to playing the gig, that was the first time we'd ever played it live, because normally we test new songs out at gigs.
Well, of course, yeah.
But we hadn't even rehearsed it.
No,
we didn't know how to play it. Like, if you watch the video, I'm playing something completely different to what I actually play live, because I didn't know how to play it.
So you're basically miming
blagged it.
That's right, yeah.
Just blagged it. Like, it's mad. It's so mad.
So I want to talk about a little festival you did with us. Weekend there.
Oh yeah.
How was that? How did you feel performing that? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, of course. We enjoy every gig we play. Like that we did like an hour headline set at that one, and the bands that we were on with, like we've watched a load of the bands we were on before anyway. So we were basically just playing a gig with our mates. Like I know it was like the Condo Weekender, but it was just such a fun gig because we tried a couple of new bits out as well, like stuff that's going to be on like later, further down the line that we're going to release, and they went down well. And then all the stuff that Jamie Lee, who is our photographer, everything she shot at it just looks amazing. Like all the stuff. She done us and she did Hollywood Eyes as well. Go and check out Hollywood Eyes as well. All their stuff looks amazing. Jimmy's is probably the best venue to like do a photo shoot at, and the stage is like nice and high.
Yeah, the lighting's good in there as well.
I love playing in there. It's boss.
It is. I love it. I saw you play there.
Such a fun venue to play.
See, yous were headlining, so yous were performing the same time I was.
Yeah.
And I did, so before we were on stage, I was gutted I was missing yous, to be fair, because it's like, we just don't play the same gig. Well, we do now. we do now. Well, coming up in October. But
Leeds and Liverpool.
Like, we just haven't been able to play the same gig.
Yeah, no.
It's like you would so have a joke that if it like when we play the same gig, it's just like the world's gonna implode.
Yeah.
Because we've like it's very rare we actually get to see each other that often, like performing wise.
Well, we've got something planned for Liverpool.
Yeah.
So Sophie Lee's supporting us in Liverpool, and in Leeds, but we've got because it'd be the first time we played on the same gig in Liverpool, so we've got something boss planned for our set. So come and see us in the shipping forecast.
I've had forewarning of this.
It's got to sell out.
I've had forewarning of this as well.
Yeah,
it's gonna be boss. Can't wait. We've got loads of like boss little stuff planned for that Liverpool gig. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it is. What are you going as?
Oh, I don't know yet.
Don't give it away.
We were talking about doing Halloween fancy dress.
That's what I've been told.
The day before Halloween.
I've got to ask you who I was going first. Oh yeah, I'll go to that. Oh, but you've got to go in Halloween. Oh.
I asked him if it was going to be on the poster as Halloween fancy dress, but apparently we couldn't put it on the poster.
Just get it out
but
there to
I get told all the time in work that I look like Vector off Despicable Me.
Yeah.
With wore glasses.
Yeah, well, there was
so I might just go as that, because that'll be funny.
You did a solo thing just on yourself, didn't you? The busking.
Oh, yeah.
And I seen you walking up Bold Street and just blasted it through the speakers,
Yeah. So I might go as that. I don't know whether we're going to do... Whether we might do like a full band fancy dress or whether we just do individual ones, because I know Lachlan's got a Shrek costume.
Wow. You are gonna laugh your head off when you see me and Sophie.
Oh, have you got a double outfit?
Oh,
sort of.
I've heard what this is going to be.
Am I allowed to know?
It's brilliant. Honestly, don't. It's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be... You're going to be shocked that it weren't even my idea.
Yeah?
It was Sophie's idea.
I hope it's something proper stupid.
It's stupid and it's funny.
And it's totally cool as well.
I think we sat there for about an hour going, oh, should we go as this? Should we go as this? And then it was like The Undertaker, because we were lying in bed. She was like The Undertaker. She just went lying down straight and then just went, phew. What if we go as this?
Yeah.
And you'll be shocked. It's going to be funny.
It's perfect.
It's going to be really, really, really funny.
Yeah, Sunday the 30th of October in the shipping forecast in Liverpool. Come watch us.
Fantastic. What are the other dates again? Just tell us.
So, Warrington Friars Court on the 27th of October.
I'm supporting you there.
Thursday. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Pryal.
Yeah.
Leeds in Santiago's on the 28th, Friday the 28th. Saturday the 29th, Electric Church in Blackburn.
Which looks amazing.
Yeah, I can't wait to play on that stage. I've never been to Blackburn. I mean, I don't know why you would go to Blackburn, but we're going to Blackburn on the 29th.
That's just alienated
Proper selling this tour here, aren't I?
Demographic out there.
It was just a joke.
You're not selling tickets there, no, mate. It's just going to be you on the stage.
I've got the comedy logo. I haven't got the comedy logo.
We'll clip that bit out there.
Blackburn on the 29th. Electric Church looks amazing. I can't wait to play there. And Sunday the 30th in Liverpool.
Awesome, mate. Yeah.
Come and see us. a few people are coming to every tour date.
Yeah.
Like that's dedication.
That's
like,
fantastic.
we're just about going to every tour date. You know what I mean?
To be fair, I'm going, but I sort of have to go.
Oh, it's got because you're working it. You're working it.
How many followers have you got on Instagram and stuff like that?
Oh, I don't know.
What are you up to roughly? You got the stats there?
Have you got? I don't know. About
he's got the stats.
1,873.
Yeah, so we want to get to 2,000 by the start of the tour. Yeah. So go follow us at the Glass Guys on Instagram. We've got like 9k on Facebook and we're verified on Facebook, which is quite good.
Amazing, man. Yeah, brilliant.
I hate social media though.
Do you?
Yeah. I run our Instagram and our Twitter and that, and I just like it took so long to actually come round to the idea of just posting stuff all the time.
It's time consuming.
Getting content out there and that, and
yeah.
I'm just
But it's essential, isn't it? You know.
Yeah,
that
you've got.
well, there's no choices.
You've got to do it, like, because that's where people discover everything that they like now. Like,
absolutely.
I know Sonny does our TikTok account. I haven't even got TikTok.
Right.
Like everyone bangs on about it all the time.
Right.
I got tagged. One of my mates tagged me in a comment saying, "Oh, there's always that one person who thinks they're dead mature because they haven't got TikTok." And I got tagged in it loads. Swear to God.
Can I go back to the music a minute? Can I just ask you about who you were listening to as kids? The four of you, like, you know. Who were your favourite bands when you were growing up?
So,
see, I've got a theories. Like, I'm hearing echoes of Feeder probably and Green Day and bands like that.
I did like Green Day when I was going on. To be fair, the first music I ever bought with my own money, if I ever got like pocket money and I wanted to buy like a CD, I bought In Too Deep by Sum 41. I love that song,
cool.
You know.
It could have been a tragedy, couldn't it?
I know, like that's a proper good place to start. That, but
absolutely,
all the stuff that was on in my house growing up as a kid is the stuff that my mum listens to. So my mum has got like probably the biggest record collection that I've ever seen.
Really, yeah.
She's always had like a turntable and like a tape player and CD players and stuff.
Yeah.
She's got so much stuff. So there's loads of like Bob Dylan, Fleetwood Mac, Deacon Blue, Dire Straits, Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Like I think the best album of all time is The Wall by Pink Floyd.
Okay. Yeah.
And I've heard it so many times. Like growing up, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Loads of stuff, mostly like 60s, 70s and 80s, like rock and pop stuff.
Yeah. So you've got that melodic thing going on, which is obvious from the writing, actually. So that probably is where that comes from, isn't it? Because the melody is so crucial.
Yeah.
Especially in the bands you've mentioned.
Subconsciously, yeah. Like the stuff that I listen to now as well is... Like, I love the 1975 and I love, like, Catfish in the Bottom.
Yeah.
Loved, oh yeah. R.I.P. Catfish. Yeah, so it's all just... I don't like, you know, when you can tell when someone listens to psychedelic stuff.
Right.
And you can tell by listening to their music.
Right,
I'm like the complete opposite of that. So, like,
a
lot of our, like, melodies and, like, lyrics and stuff are quite poppy. Even if the music isn't. Because obviously Lachlan listens to all, like, heavy metal and, like, instrumental.
Really, yeah.
Like, proper high-level playing stuff like Polyphia and all people like that. And it's good, it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But that's why the music sounds the way it does, and the guitars often have got, like, stuff that you wouldn't normally hear in, like, our type of music, and that's just because it comes from Lachlan and stuff.
Yeah, what I hear as an audience member is that energy, that punkish type of energy, but with that melodic sensibility as well. You know, I don't want to sound like a cliche merchant, but that's what it sounds like to me. And you've got lots of melodies and harmonies going on and stuff.
Yeah, well,
really works so well
with the energy stuff. That's comes from like our live shows as well. Like if you've seen us live, if you're watching this and you've seen us live, you'll know. But like, it's all high energy, and there's loads of crowd work and crowd interaction and getting people to sing lyrics in choruses.
Did you have to learn that? Or did that come naturally to you?
I've never really had like performance lessons. Like we used to.
No, I mean learn it as you go along, sort of thing.
Yeah, so we started in a music project called Encore, and that had lots of like vocal coaching and like songwriting sessions and music lessons and stuff. And there was a performance coach. It was Paul Kincaid, and if you don't know who Paul Kincaid is, then he's obviously like a legend of the music scene.
Liverpool legend.
Like, rest in peace, Paul Kincaid.
Yeah.
He worked a lot with us when we were starting, but we sort of, even when we went and played like our first gig, we were just comfortable playing. Like, it's not something we've ever... I don't even think about what I'm doing on stage half the time. Like, I'll watch clips back and won't remember doing certain bits on stage because it's just...
Yeah. Amazing.
It's just it's natural, you know what I mean? And a lot of the stuff that we write, we think about how it's going to be live. So if something's got like a big chorus, we'll purposely write it where I can work something into the show and make it more of a part of the show. And our set is specifically all songs that work with the crowd. Even the slower songs.
Yeah, fantastic.
We know that it's stuff that we know is going to work live, so...
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, we're very, very close to running out of time.
Can't believe it's flown by, man. Absolutely flown by. It's been fascinating talking to you.
But really. I've got some quick fire questions to ask you.
Go.
And we'll try and fly through these as quick as we can because there's quite a few. Why did you sign to Big Condo Records?
We wanted to see what it would be like being signed to a record label because we felt like we weren't really going anywhere under the previous sort of band name, and we wanted to try something new.
What's the best thing about being signed to Big Condo Records?
Being able to book a tour for the first time.
What's the worst thing about being signed?
You.
Oh, boy, did you ever?
Do you know what? Every single person has gone, Roy. You're the first person to go.
Join the club.
You know what? You can do the rest of it on your own.
He's gonna flounce. He's gonna flounce.
What's the best thing about being in a band?
Being able to be with your three best mates, performing to people who like songs that you've written in your bedroom and sing them back to you.
What's the worst thing
about being in a band? There isn't really a worst thing. I love every single aspect of being in a band.
That's fantastic. No downside.
Your favourite original to play?
Oh, live?
Yeah.
Feel. It's on our YouTube channel. Go and check that one out.
I know you don't really play covers, but your favourite cover to play as a band if you were to play one?
Teenage Dream by Katy Perry.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's so good. It's one of the best songs of all time, right?
No, just thinking Dirty O'Shea's.
Yeah, I play it all the time in my covers gigs as well, yeah.
If you could be a support act to anyone in the world, who would you want to be a support act?
The 1975.
If you could give any piece of advice to a new upcoming band or artist, what would it be?
So when you're booking gigs, don't book like 3 gigs in 3 weeks in the same place because you won't sell any tickets. So if you're a decent band and you're writing your own stuff, people are going to want to come and see you because that's just how it works. There's so many people who want to go and support like live music in Liverpool. That's why there's so many gigs.
Absolutely.
But if you can sell 50 tickets or 30 tickets or 20 tickets, you can do it once.
Yeah.
No one's going to come and watch you 3 weeks on the bounce or like 3 days in a row. You see bands book like 2 and 3 gigs in a week and then all 3 gigs are empty. Rather than if you space your gigs out, you can sell 20, 30 tickets every time. Then your gigs look more full, more people want to come. Yeah. So you don't dilute your ticket sales when you're booking gigs.
Excellent advice. Superb.
That's probably one of the best advice we've had so far. But unfortunately, we have come to the end.
Nice one for having us.
It's been a pleasure. If you've liked this podcast, we have released others, so come and watch them. Make sure you head over to the Glass Skies Instagram, which is just at the Glass Skies.
Go and find us.
Make sure you follow us on the Big Condo Records on Instagram. Make sure you hit the bell, subscribe on YouTube, and follow myself. It's TaylorJ.music. Follow Phil, which is
Phil.Beal.71.
A lot of dots.
Not my age. Not far off.
And we'll see you all next time for another podcast.
Hey, well done, John. Fantastic, mate.
what you've been drinking? What were you thinking when you left without a warning? 'Cause I've seen all the things that you want, but he can't give you that on his own. So what you gonna do about it? Don't run away, 'cause running doesn't fix it. So when you cry all night at the ceiling, just think it isn't the end. Close your eyes and think it over, 'cause it's your hometown that throws you over. Only you can hear the siren. So won't you change your mind? She said she doesn't normally do this, but she can't help herself from being this way. And he wants nothing to do with it, but what he doesn't realize is he'll do